This is an EverGreen Media Network studio production.
Hello and welcome to What's Growing On. I'm Jesse Krisky, and we are here with EverGreen Media. It's a beautiful day here in Vero Beach. It's a beautiful day in our beautiful podcast studio here at EverGreen Media. And joining us today, Kim Krisky and Erita Kane, and also our new producer, William Tiller.
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo.
Hey, everybody. All right.
Hi, good. Yes, beautiful day.
All right, very good. So, we have what we think is the best podcast studio on the Treasure Coast. And this was built with audio in mind. And we also have video. We can go to live stream, YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook Live. And we invite people to host their own show right here in our podcast studio. Mm-hmm. Kim, why don't you tell us a little bit about the podcast studio, why people should host their own show?
Well, I want to piggyback on what you just said, where you said, we think this is the best podcast studio on the Treasure Coast in Vero Beach. And it has the best equipment, the newest equipment, 4K cameras, several cameras, 2 beautiful producers, actually 3, Cindy's not in here. This is the real deal. I know a lot of people say, oh, we'll do it out of my house. And you see them in the kitchen with their terrible lighting and, whatever's in the background, mom getting coffee. Now, this is, if you want to take it seriously, if you want to get your words out there, this is the place to do it. EverGreen Media Network. We don't screw around here when it comes to podcasting. Everything else, we have no idea what we're doing. But podcasting, we know what's up, and this is the place to come and get it live streamed. To tell everyone where this is deployed to and how it could really benefit their business.
Yeah. Well, I think, again, piggybacking on what Kim said, the main thing is convenience. A lot of people come and tour the studio, and just like you said, no, I can make my own setup at home. I'll build my studio. Well, you've got inferior audio, you've got inferior video, so it just doesn't look nice as everybody else's podcast. And then just simplicity. You show up, you have your content ready to roll, you've got producers running the boards, and you leave. There's no hassle. It's hassle-free. And we can do it as often as you'd like. We've got a lot of different programs. You can come once a month, you can come twice a month, you can come every week. But as far as where you're deployed, yes, we go to all the social media outlets, Facebook and YouTube being the big ones. And you can ask Alexa to play your podcast. You'll also go on the radio weekends. We have block programming on 107.9, The Patriot, here local to Indian River County. So your audio will go there weekends. And then as far as podcasting, we have a podcast account that deploys to all of the podcast platforms. So no matter if someone is listening on Spotify or Applecast or Castbox or Deezer, wherever people are getting their podcasts, your podcast will be there as well.
Yeah, and it's really awesome. What can people talk about? That's what people want to know. What if I'm going to host a show? What can I talk about? And really, I think the answer is anything you want.
Oh, they listen to us.
Some of our shows, we could discuss the topics. We have Treasure Coast Community Health, who comes in and discusses, COVID. The doctors come in and introduce themselves and talk about their free services.
Yeah, resources all around the county. They try to help people in this community. Where do I go for this? Where do I go for that? If I need this, where do I go? And that's what Vicki talks about. She's all about connecting everybody, in the medical community in the county.
And Cindy Getz, she's a mover and shaker in the community, a local makeup artist, if you were ever looking for one, brides especially. She comes in and talks about things that are happening in the community and just fun things where it's not serious. You can just enjoy yourself in listening to it. And she's super cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Want to talk about another show?
Sure. Car Classic Radio.
Yeah.
They come in and
that's a big one.
Yeah, they talk about classic cars, American cars, and this is their hobby. And if you're really into classic cars, you're going to enjoy this show.
Yeah. Lori Davis, that's a big one. She's a realtor here in town for Dale Sorensen. She's got all sorts of people coming on her show, whether it's an event or whether it's someone who's the head of an organization or a charity. She, again, connects people in the community with what they need and spotlights organizations. I think one of our fun ones, too, is Hunting with Heather. I should have said the G. Huntin' with Heather. Heather is a female here in the county, and she's hunting, so she has all sorts of women following her for her tips and tricks and just her cool stories and experiences out in the woods by herself, going after whatever it is she's going after out there.
Whether you lean left or right, we welcome people in here to discuss their political opinions. You don't have to agree with them. We don't have to, but it gives you the availability of somewhere to go, have an outlet so that you can, say what you think about the upcoming election or even local elections with the sheriff race coming up. A lot of big topics that are being discussed, and you can come in here and discuss those freely.
Yeah, I think censorship is probably a big topic people want to know about. And as far as social media, censorship, it's freedom of speech. Some things on the radio, as far as profanity and whatnot, need to be bleeped out, but on these platforms you can say what you want to say, and you've got freedom to say that. So I think a lot of people are looking for those outlets to speak their opinions and speak what's on their mind. So you can do that in this studio.
Absolutely. And I think just by me sitting in on a few shows, you learn a lot as well. I think with the Hockey's In and the Intuitives podcast we had the other day, I learned so much about insulin resistance. I learned about the fireworks show coming up. So many things you can learn from these shows. Just an awesome avenue for people to come in and tell their stories or tell events that are happening in the community.
Yeah. Dr. Brett and Dr. Felice are one of our newest show, and they've got a lot of great topics when it comes to health and, your body and what you need to know.
Yeah, that's the Preventus podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so we've got a lot of different podcasts. Really, the only limitation is what you can think of. Whatever you want to talk about. This can be your platform. This can be your show. You own it. And so that's the beauty of it here. So if people want their show, what do they do?
Well, I also want to hit it where we have someone who deals with hunting. We have makeup artists. We have doctors. Having a show with us will not break the bank. There are so many different investment levels that can get you in here, get you started, and we want you to be able to have fun and not go bankrupt.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, and it can be a collaborative. We have a lot of groups that have shows where there's 4 guests and they all split the cost of that. So that's another option too. Depending on what you're wanting to get out there. But if you are interested in your own hosting your own show,
before that, and there are hosts that also gather their own advertisers to help pay for the cost of that. So.
Yeah, you can run your show however you'd like to. If you want to have paid guests on or paid sponsors for your show, we have a lot of people who have found sponsors locally and nationally. That's pretty cool to help, I guess, with the costs, if you will. But if you're interested in your own show, you can email hello@EverGreen and we'll have you in for a tour. You just, kind of come check it out. We're a pretty fun environment here. We're not scary people. I promise you, we're not intimidating. And you just show up and do your thing, and you don't have to worry about anything else, and off you go. So even if you've got a, insanely busy schedule, we have all walks of life through these doors, and they find time to do it. We'll help you out as much as we can.
Absolutely. If I could piggyback off of that too, if all the cameras and everything make you a little scary, all that stuff, we do audio only podcasts as well. If you don't want to be on camera, anything like that, if you want to come in and record an audio book, we can do that as well. So many different things we can do for you here at EverGreen. Yeah,
good point, Will. Not everybody wants video, so some are just audio. And we can rent the studio by the hour too, if you just have a project that you need to get recorded or taped. We do a lot of production. We can do editing. So the possibilities are endless with this studio. So just, give us an email. hello@egreenmedia.com.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we don't.
EverGreenMedia.com.
We don't like if you don't feel comfortable, you can do audio only. Otherwise, we don't like uglies on camera. We got a brown bag.
No.
Got a brown bag we can put over your head to avoid any embarrassment.
Hey, we got a makeup artist.
Ah,
That's
there we
true.
go.
There we
We'll
go.
bring her in. Don't you worry.
That's right.
There should be no excuse for you not podcasting.
Exactly. And where can people watch these podcasts at, guys?
Oh, good question, Will.
Oh, I have no idea.
Evergreen Media Network's Facebook page. We
All
also
right.
have an Evergreen Media Network YouTube page
There
if you're
we
wanting
go.
to watch them.
Alrighty.
All right,
That's
very
awesome.
good. So if you're interested, we'd love to have you. Talk about whatever you want to talk about here. Evergreen Media Network. Again, that email is hello@egreenmedia.com.
Also, you guys email there and let us know how you think Will did today.
Yeah.
Any criticism is welcome.
Practice for Will. You're
That's
doing
right.
great, Will.
Yes, you are. Very good.
Yes, very good.
Alrighty.
All right, until next time, this is Jesse Krisky for Kim and Will and Erita. We'll see you next time. This is What's Growing On. Bye.
Have a great day.
Is this? Hello.